How you doing? Good. Right after lunch and right after they had done wonderful fudge, so everyone should be climbing the walls in about 5 minutes right there. I'm going to be real brief. I just wanted to come out and certainly say hello to all of you again. It's been about a year since I probably saw most of you. And to let you know a couple of the different development projects that we have or happenings that we have going on at Canobie. Specifically, Brian DiMaria was supposed to be here today, and most of you know him, our rides manager. Unfortunately, he was tied up back at the park and wasn't able to come, but he was texting me furiously the entire ride down here to make sure I mentioned certain things. So, some of the things are, as far as new attractions goes, has anyone seen our Equinox ride, our KMG Tango? You guys have seen it? Has anyone seen it on the website? Maybe not ridden it yet? Excellent. Well, we just put it in. Last year was an opportunity that came up that we couldn't pass by. Unfortunately, it was very late in our season, so it actually only operated for the last 5 days of our operation during our Screamfest event. So that preview period happened last year, and that's technically going to be our new attraction for this season. A couple other things that we've done in the park is we've done some capital improvements, we've done some facelifts. Some of note being our Dodgems attraction got a complete facelift. It has now a complete Art Deco design out front with a giant, 30-foot columns. It has inside a new lighting system. It's not lighting system like Light Show, but it was a complete electrical upgrade on the inside. So we have new lighting as well as some beautiful murals all along the walls now. So that's going to be a pretty nice one. The Caterpillar got a complete rehab for this winter. Every single nut and bolt was taken apart, everything was tested and scanned, and the whole attraction has been put back together. So we're excited about that, and know the Caterpillar is very near and dear to everyone's heart. So that one is in a flawless, smooth operation this year. Our docks down at the lake have been removed, and we're installing all new docks to get to the Blue Heron, as well as our utility boats out into the lake. As well as the pirate ship. We have put a whole new pirate ship in. The ride itself is the same, but the whole ship itself has been removed, and a new ship came, and we rehabbed that ride as well. So we're expecting beautiful, smooth operation with that one as well. I do want to mention that we are part of, along with a whole list of other facilities, the CoasterCon this year. So is anyone going to the CoasterCon? Excellent. Perfect. Just wanted to highlight a couple things that we're going to be doing at our end anyway, and that would be on Wednesday the 19th and Thursday the 20th are the days that it's scheduled to be up at Canobie. We have a great meal in our catering groves for you when you arrive. You guys will all be tired from a 2.5-hour drive. So you'll be certainly hungry if you see how lunch worked. So we will have plenty of food, I guarantee you. We're also going to be doing a ERT for our Star Blaster after closed, our Yankee Cannonball, the Untamed roller coaster, the Caterpillar, and the Cyclodrome. So all that is happening after the park closes. We'll also have light snacks at the midway stage when the rest of the park is closed to the public. The next morning we have ERT with the Mine of Lost Souls, the Cannonball, Untamed, the new Tango Equinox, the Dragon Coaster, and the Corkscrew roller coaster. We'll also have some refreshments at the park. Our Cafe Dior will be open to serve coffees. And then we have a ton of door prizes, including some VIP tours. So we have, for about 40 people, we have the ability that we're going to do a complete private tour of the Haunted Mine. And do a lights on with all the control rooms and go through every inch of the Haunted Mine. We also have a tour of backyard areas for interesting photographs of the Yankee Cannonball. So there'll be places that the public isn't allowed to go that we're going to be able to go while it's in operation, so that we can get some pretty cool shots from that. So we have that. And then we're going to be doing everybody back together in the Dance Hall Theater for a question and answer session, as well as a departing gift. So myself and Ryan, our rides manager, maintenance department, will have pretty much all hands on deck, because being at the facility, we can kidnap people a whole lot easier. So, so any questions that you have there, we'll be certainly more than willing to answer. And I know that I didn't mention that the prior evening we are going to do a special private show in our dance hall theater. All of our live entertainment, our tribute to Elvis, our tribute to Michael, our tribute to Katy Perry and Bieber, all of those shows don't start until that Saturday. So they're not ready for public consumption yet, but we're going to mush all those shows together and do a special ACE performance, which will be unlike any show anyone's seen. It's not ready, and it'll be all of our artists doing about 5 or 10 minutes. So it'll be actually pretty cool. If it works well, maybe we'll launch it next year. So
you'll have a bunch of acers as an audience.
Exactly. As well as some souvenir and discounts throughout the facility. So we're expecting that to be a pretty great event. And now, the part we're all waiting for, questions and answers. Be nice, please.
Cannonball breaks 2 cars? Question mark.
Cannonball breaks 2 cars. Yes, and Ryan said they're going to ask about the Cannonball breaks 2 cars. You can look at my phone, I'm not kidding. It is something, it just didn't happen yet. You know, we've been looking at it, I mean, if I had to guess, probably 7 years now, every year. It's a huge investment to replace the whole braking system, redo the entire station, have to do the pass-through loading, you know, all the things that are going to be necessary. At that point, we kind of decided either pass-through brake or pass-through loading and new brakes and second train, or new roller coaster Untamed, and we kind of picked the new roller coaster Untamed. So it's a huge investment, and eventually, you know, will more than likely happen. It's just we got to weigh it against what else is available. Yes.
Caterpillar is such a rare ride. Is it difficult to get replacement parts when you do a rehab?
It is.
Or is it somewhat similar to like Matterhorn type things where
from what I understand, a lot of work went involved in getting that ride rehabbed. A lot of things were manufactured, a lot of things were sourced out, and it all worked out perfectly and smooth. But yeah, because that's I believe one of you guys probably know better. One of how many in the world?
3. There's still one in. There is one still operating in there's 2 in America, 1 still operating in British Columbia.
And the other one in America is at the Texas State Fair, right?
No, Idlewild. Idlewild still operates there. There's the fan.
Okay, so then those are the 1 of 3 then with the operating coverage.
Which leads to another question that's related to that.
Sure.
You're putting the fan back in on your Caterpillar?
That I don't know. That is a great question. I don't know that one. I can certainly find out.
Huh? No, no.
Yes.
May have just been, didn't happen to look at the right time, but are you guys doing work on the flume? Because for some reason when I drove by, the flume lift hill seemed to be missing.
The flume lift hill is gone. Don't worry, because it's kind of necessary in operating the flume, so it is going back. That was all rehabbed as well. So that will be identical. There's nothing changing in it, but the entire major lift hill for the flume has been completely removed and is being gone through inch by inch and is being put back up again. And it currently is down.
This morning I saw a news report you're trying to expand your parking lot.
Correct.
Where are those houses?
All right. So if you are looking at our front gates on North Policy Street, about to cut into the park, it's the 2 houses to your left.
The ones that L out the parking lot, okay.
Yeah, the ones they're literally they're part of.
Okay.
You know,
so
those
policy.
We've had those houses for about 15 to 20 years. I'm not sure the exact date. But yeah, it's time. We do on the busier days. We use auxiliary parking lots off-site, away from the park. In addition to the auxiliary lots we have on-site. And so this project, our sole goal with it is to be able to use buses.
So will that be paved or grass like the expansion you did?
From what I understand, it's being paved.
Okay.
It's in that, you know, again, we're going to the planning board next week, so don't hold me to any of those kind of answers. But yeah, from what I understand, that's going to happen right in those 2 areas. And it's about 350 spots that it's going to yield. Yeah. So that 350 spots would be enough that we can substantially reduce the amount of off-site parking with the use of shuttle buses going up and down the street to get people to the gates. Other questions? You guys are making it easy on me this time.
Couple more door prizes. Anybody ready?
You don't have questions, Jerry.